The 2018 Harley-Davidson Iron 1200. Paying regards to what their customers made, Harley-Davidson decided to add 2 new models to their already strong Sportster series, factory-costumed Iron 1200 and 48 Special. Yes, the Iron now also comes with the Evolution 1200 V-twin engine running under the hood apart from the 883cc. Taking inspiration from their customers, the Milwaukee brand created the new Iron 1200, giving it an all-new character and soul, making it look very much like a custom motorcycle. It gets pimped up with equipment that was previously available only as exclusive HD parts and accessories, yet still retains the aggressive throwback styling. A modern take on what's been putting big grins on the faces of Sportster motorcycle riders for decades, says Harley. Styling. Much like its previous model, the new Iron 1200 retains the low-slung silhouette, having a stance of a roadster. The motorcycle features classic lines which effortlessly amalgamate with modern design cues. But the aura of the bike takes a new course with the satin black ape handlebar, which was previously available as accessories, now become a standard fitment from the factory on the new Iron 1200. The drag-centric vibe the bike previously carried now gets the fist-in-the-air, garage-built chopper attitude, making the rider feel like the king of the road, thanks to the ape handlebars. This also puts the rider from a forward-leaning stance to a lean-back cruiser that will make the rider not give a damn about the world. Taking cues from the West Coast styling of the 70s, the new windscreen, previously available as accessory, gets a gloss black treatment, giving protection to the rider and adding to the badass attitude of the tall bars. The fastback Café Solo seat also adds in its flavor, paying homage to the heritage of the iconic Café Racer styling. The paint job on the bike is reminiscent of the early days, with the authentic, bold striped graphics on the peanut tank and then the all-black. The dark theme runs across the length and breadth of this bike, from the engine to heat shields, fin timer cover, belt guard, rear sprocket and shock springs. All new black 9-spoked wheels showcase the dark, menacing machine the Iron 1200 can be. The drag-centric vibe the bike previously carried now gets the fist-in-the-air, garage-built chopper attitude, making the rider feel like the king of the road, thanks to the ape handlebars. Overall dimension. Powertrain. So that was all about the throwback styling. Now it is time for talking about the new throw your head back power. First things first, the Iron model now gets the Evolution 1200 V-twin engine. For 30 years the 1202cc Evolution motor has been the heart and soul of all Sportster models at HD, and the same gives life to the new Iron as well. Being one of the most upgradable ones in the market, HD has given it a number of innovations and improvements since 1986 to make this mill superior to its predecessors. The 1202cc motor delivers 73 pound-feet, 36% more torque than the 883 Evolution engine with 53.8 pound-feet. That is also the same engine that runs on the Roadster and the 48. The power is estimated to 65 to 70 horsepower. A 5-speed transmission and belt drive makes the final connection to the quick but not necessarily a fast bike. The 45-degree V-twin engine has the traditional air-cooled system running on a compression ratio of 10:1. Although this American pulls strongly, we would have expected it to get more upgraded to really get out the blood pumping. Chrome pushrod tubes and tappet covers are the only bright work and highlight the V-twin engine shape. The 1202cc motor delivers 73 pound-feet, 36% more torque than the 883 Evolution engine with 53.8 pound-feet. Engine specification. Ride and handling. With this 1200, Harley has not played around much with tweaking the chassis setup. Harley keeps the Iron 1200 low with a slammed rear suspension, 16-inch tire in back and 19-inch hoop up front. The rest of the Sportster series have tall seats, but this one comes with a saddle height just a hair under 29 inches high, similar to the 883. Being a short model, the Iron 1200 gets 4.6 inches of trail for crisp response to steering pressure, and even though the maximum lean angle is only 27 degrees to the right and 28 degrees to the left, you will be able to traverse the bike from one max to the other quickly. The bike weighs 2 pounds more than the 883 at 564 pounds. Sadly, Harley still equips this Iron with just a single disc brake unit up front and at the rear, with both having dual piston calipers. Impressive suspension travel of 114 mm at the front and 81 mm at the back gives into a subtle riding experience even on tougher terrain. The Iron 1200 gets its own 43 mm upside-down forks with better damping and lesser dive during braking. The Harley-Davidson Smart Security System and Anti-Lock Braking System (ABS) are factory-installed options for the Iron 1200 model. Harley keeps the Iron 1200 low with a slammed rear suspension, 16-inch tire in back and 19-inch hoop up front. Chassis specifications. Price. The US MSRP for the Iron 1200 is $9,999 for the Vivid Black, and the color option will take that to $10,349. You can get the optional ABS and security system untethered from your bike, which will save you $795 and $395 respectively. Fuel tank paint color options include Vivid Black, Twisted Cherry and Billiard White, always contrasting with the Vivid Black speed screen and the bright bold graphics. Of course, you can still customize the already factory custom Iron 1200 with the plethora of parts and accessories by HD. Including Scream and Eagles slip-on mufflers, performance air cleaner kits, the Sportster drag bar, oil tank covers and more. Competition. Triumph Bonneville Bobber Black. Calling it a pure Bonneville hot rod, the British manufacturer captured the American way of the 30s when they launched the brutally beautiful factory-custom Bonneville Bobber last year. Now, the same guys went high on Vile and have revealed a dark amalgamation of the mechanicals and stature of that very bike. It's called the Bonneville Bobber Black. The one with some wicked demeanor. As the name suggests, this bobber is the stealth version of the original Bonneville Bobber. It gets blacked out on just about everything, including the wheels, the exhaust, the headlight shroud, the saddle, the levers, handlebars, engine covers, the list goes on. Just like the Iron 1200. The heart of this bobber is the same category-leading, high-torque Bonneville 1200cc engine with a dedicated bobber tune. Triumph's 1200cc gives this bobber a power figure of 77 horses and 77 ft-lb of torque. The Bobber Black gets the unique twin airbox setup, carb-styled twin throttle bodies, special intake and exhaust system, output shaft, and elegant packaging that allows the straight-line exhausts to hide the Euro 4-compliant catalytic converters. Much like Harley, Triumph charges for paint. The basic, jet black rolls for $11,900, while the grayish Ironstone and Morello Red will set you back $12,150. As classy as those colors are, the two-tone, competition green, white is my favorite by far at $12,400. Verdict. As part of their new strategy to add 100 new models in the coming decade, Harley-Davidson has already introduced 10 new ones this year, 9 new Softails and the Street Rod. With the launch of this factory-custom Iron 1200, the first after the Roadster was launched back in 2016, their Sportster lineup looks rock solid. Following the footsteps of what Triumph did with the Bonneville Bobber, BMW with its R-Ninette range, Indian with the Scout Bobber and Ducati with their Scrambler series, Harley is trying to rake up its falling sales with these factory customs. This newcomer to Harley's Sportster range may not be everyone's cup of tea. But it is a better fit for the current market. Riders hoping for increased performance are in for a treat. It is compromised yet palatable. The blend of character, handling and practicality, and more importantly its looks brings to the appealing mind. There are obviously better performing and capable motorcycles in the market, but they are not a Harley-Davidson. The Iron 1200 is the best Sportster, and it looks like it should. That is meaningful progress. Love it updated engine and exhaust ape handlebar paint job. Leave it no major design changes, lack of a riding aids, lack of dual disc brakes up front.
If you liked this video, please share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.